Hey folks, welcome back. I think we're streaming. We are streaming. Which means I need to get myself together here. So I will take a quick moment, check stream health, and guys, I got coffee heating up. And I wasn't really ready yet, so this was kind of a fun start to the stream. Alright. Anyway guys, while I'm doing a couple of last minute technical things, if you wouldn't mind taking that quick moment to like, share, subscribe, comment, I always appreciate those things. Just to give you a little bit of a recap of what we're doing today. Mistlands, guys. Like, there's a lot going on in the Mistlands. Actually, while I was laying in bed last night thinking about today's stream, my mind started spinning. I was like, oh my god, gotta go here, do this, gotta go there, get that. Like, there's a lot to do, there's a lot to get. This also opens up the eitr, which is the Valheim version of what everybody else calls magic. So that should be a lot of fun getting. Hey, Sunny family, good morning to you. Ooh, it's technically not morning anymore. I'm 4 minutes late on that. So, good afternoon. Hope you're doing good today. Alright, let's go ahead and pause that so I'm not... Oh, not like I really have meals counting down, just the bread. And there's the sound of coffee. That is the sound of daybreak in my household. My mouth is already watering. I can already taste it. Okay, I think stream health is amazing. Yep, not exactly real time, but is about as good as real time as YouTube gets. So anyway, I will be right back. You might have, I don't know if you really saw that in the camera or not, but you might have noticed the plain Jane coffee cup today. Nothing fun here, folks. You know what that means? It's dishes day. It's probably been dishes day for about 3 days now, so yeah, there's been my life lately. Hey, let me see if I can try this one again. I'm not wearing my glasses, so forgive me here. I think it's Taniku Reich? Man, I cannot see that very well. I'm sorry, but that was my best effort there. But hey, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you could make it for some Valheim action. It's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying the game overall. Speaking of enjoying games, I had pre-ordered... Oh my goodness. And see, normally I don't pre-order games at high price points. This one was 70, so that one stung a little. I kind of went against my better judgment on that one. But, you know, I do a lot of research on games before I drop any money. And it looked like it was going to be my kind of game. Reviews were amazing on it, and it hadn't even launched yet. So, like, I was like, okay, 9 times out of 10 when something is getting that much... It's either just hype, and it's all for nothing. You open the game and you play it and you're disappointed. Or, you know, there's something to that. So I took a chance on this one. It's called Crimson Desert. So yeah, I bought Crimson Desert months and months and months ago. Kind of forgot I even bought it. And, yeah, that finally pushed a big, giant... I guess it was a release update. 110 gigabytes. My poor Xbox was crying a little on the inside. But, Yeah, tried it, played it, loved it. I didn't immediately fall in love with it. I had to kind of go back to it a couple times, but there's rumor of a Switch 2 port. Nothing confirmed on a Switch 2 port, so I'm still on the fence whether or not I'm going to stream that one. If there's any interest in it, please feel free to let me know in chat here or in comments later on. I mean, I can at least show it to y'all. You know, it's not like I have to do an entire walkthrough for it, but either way, just kind of throwing that out there. I am happy with it. The graphics aren't blowing my mind. I'm kind of disappointed in the graphics. I'm sorry, Crimson Red, whatever, Crimson Desert, if you're hearing this. But yeah, the graphics just seemed a little bit fuzzy to me. And this is after playing Valheim. Especially like scenery, trees, things of that nature, just kind of looked a bit pixelated and fuzzy at times. The NPC character, same kind of thing. It's just a bit pixelated or fuzzy. I don't really know how to put my finger on that one, but again, it just didn't knock my socks off. Okay, gotcha, Sonny. Sounds good. Yeah, I'd be happy to do it. It'd be a lot of fun. I'm learning as I go, so it's not like I'm going to know what I'm doing, but you can at least see it. And it's just like Breath of the Wild, guys. My inventory, well, Breath of the Wild doesn't have inventory limits, not really. I've already hit inventory limit in this game because there's just so many things to pick up. Beetles, insects, flowers to pick. I'm like, wow, it's really a more adult version of BOTW that I got into there. So anyway, that's enough of an intro today, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of the way here and get some gameplay going. We're going to the Mistlands. Should be a lot of fun. There's a lot to get in the Mistlands. This is probably my favorite biome. Like, no joke. Probably my favorite biome. I like them all. They, you know, in their own right, they're all cool. But I liked the whole fog of war thing, you know, where you couldn't see through the mist. I wish once you had cleared an area, though, it would stay cleared. But that's okay. It's still fun. I liked the dungeons. They were diverse. I felt like there was more to them, more puzzles and trapdoors and trick doors and things like that. Hidden little hidey holes for loot. So yeah, just all the way around, I really enjoyed the Mistlands. It feels a lot more diverse than the prior biomes. In addition to the dungeons, there's just like little bad boy settlements and towers and things of that nature, different types of loots. So yeah, Mistlands, I definitely have been having a lot of fun with that. Alright, I will go ahead and get myself out of the way. And say, see you later, alligator. Alright, put another bookmark in there since we can't seem to keep track of chat anymore. Welcome back, folks. Level Up Royal here with you once again. Guys, time to jump to the Mistlands. Now, I've already got a portal down. I'm already ready to rock and roll, so we're not spending hours running around in the mist blindly. And just in case you're following along with my seed, here is spawn-in location. Pow! And it's pretty much hard north from there, getting toward the top of the map. Now, guys, warning, warning, warning. Do not encroach on the deep north. There's a whole area up here where it's just nothing but snow. Don't go there, because when you start unlocking that on your map, it's going to save that blank map. And then when they push the update out later, it won't fill in properly. So they've been warning people about that, and I thought, you know, maybe I'd better pass that on as well, since we're really starting to push toward mappage here on the north. Don't go to the south yet either. We're not ready for that. You're just going to wreck your ship and die, and then getting your backpack's almost impossible at that point. But we're going to get through the Mistlands here first. We'll beat the Queen, then we'll be able to and ready to go south. So guys, again, on my map here, if you're following along with the map seed, just keep on going north. Keep on keeping on. And you're going to eventually reach this kind of narrowed land. It's kind of like a long, skinny chunk of land here. It goes kind of down in this way somewhat. But this is even farther north from our Meadows vendor, just to kind of give you a good reference where we're going here. But eventually you're going to hit this wall of mist here on this little skinny chunk of land. And that's where I like to go up, because guys, there's a lot here. You see on my map, all of these are little settlements or towers. So you can go there, you know, kill the baddies, you can break the crates, get the loot. These are my dungeons, or as they're called. I'm having a brain fart right now. Hold that thought. I'm trying to pull it out. Does not compute. Error. 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 Infested mines. Whew! So yeah, I found a couple of those. 3 to be exact. And those are important because we need specific materials out of there to do the boss fight. You need 9 altogether. Don't know if I'm going to get all 9 in this video, but we're going to try. Actually, I found 4 of them. There's another one. So yeah, guys, just wanted to show that map overview. These little dots are the roots. And probably other structure I found, like petrified bone. And the petrified stuff, like the ancient swords and helmets and stuff you're going to find throughout the rib cages. You can pickaxe all that stuff for different materials. It might drop iron scrap, it might drop copper scrap, it might drop flesh, or whatever they call that. Another brain fart, it's like flesh or something that you need to grind up to make the magic. So yeah, just really wanted to show a good thorough map overview on that one. And show you where we're heading. I've already got a portal down there, 20. This is where I kind of go into the Mistlands. But I'm actually going to fast travel to 21 up here because there's a dungeon right there and a tower nearby. And there's a portal there, so it makes a lot of sense to just kind of go in, fill up, get back to base, download, rinse, lather, repeat. I think it's lather, rinse, repeat. I think Dee called me out on that one. So yeah, thanks Dee for keeping me straight on that. Now I understand why it's rinse... No, it's lather, rinse, repeat. Because you have to rinse to like be done with the process. So if you say rinse, lather, repeat, rinse, lather, then, well, you're stuck with lather in your hair. So yeah, thanks again, Dee for helping me out with that one. Alright, enough about cosmetics here. 21 it is. I think I got it. Oop. I do not have it set properly. Preparatory notes for the Mistlands, guys. Assuming you are successful in your Yagluth fight, that's going to be huge because you can equip the Mist Light, or whatever they call that thing. The Wisp Light. I'll show you here in just a second once we pop out of this portal. But that's going to be important. So after you do the boss fight, that Yagluth, I know he's a tough one. Check out my prior stream if you're having trouble with that dude. I throw a lot out there that should be able to help you get through that. But yeah, once you kill him, you can go build the Wisp Towers or whatever they're called. And I put those down in my swamp biome. So again, I show that on my prior stream there. Feel free to check that out. In fact, there's a link in the description below to my playlist, so that should help you find it a lot easier. But anyway, I went ahead and crafted that once I got my wisps, and now we've got this nice big light that's going to help guide our way. Now guys, it's not perfect. It only goes so far, but it is very user-friendly. It's very intuitive. So like if you're running straight forward, it's going to go out in front of you a good ways. And that was really nice. I was really happy with this wisp light. It made exploring the Mistlands more manageable, because honestly it's tough. Like I came in here earlier on in my game and I just couldn't find anything. I kept taking fall damage, fall death, because I'd climb up and then not see what was below me and just have a good old time. So guys, one thing in the Mistlands, get plenty of seeker stuff. And notice I'm using my frost mirror. That's because pretty much everything in the Mistlands is susceptible to frost damage, and this really pushes frost damage. So again, I'll show you that. 58 on the frost side of things, and I'm pushing 36 to 53 because I've taken the time to level up my skill and really get that clubs up there, that 62. That makes a big difference on damage output. I didn't take the time to do that in my first playthrough, and I just wasn't pushing damage out in the world. So on this playthrough, I decided to buckle down, you know, get it done. And yeah, it has been worth, the juice has been worth the squeeze. Because I definitely notice a big impact in my gameplay when I'm out and about now. Man, my aim is off. Come on now. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to try to come in here as lean as possible. Now I do have food and stuff, of course, because you need all that. But this stuff is going to fill it fast, guys. The weight's going to fill it fast. I'm not even exaggerating right now, so I might have to move to the weight belt, because honestly, in the dungeons, you don't always need the wisp light. So I might as well go ahead and preemptively do that. Pop on in and get her done. Now, I might be a little jumpy in here. Sometimes I'll get caught off guard, and there will be something like right behind me that I didn't notice, and I'll scream. I might do a little eek. But anyway, I don't know why it had to be bugs, guys. The first time I stepped foot in here, I just felt like I had the willies. Yee, I have the willies right now. It's giving me the chills going up and down my spine, because I hate bugs. I hate bugs. But yeah, this thing is full of bugs, but we have to kill the bugs. That's the thing. Now, I've only been killing seekers so far. We need that too, guys. We need the carapace they drop for a super suit. That's going to be our next armor set. And you need a lot. And I honestly don't know if you can even see what's going on right now, because I noticed it really darkened down here with the mist. But yeah, guys, we need a lot of that material there on these guys. So just, you know, take your time, kill them all. If you fill up your inventory, you fill up your inventory. Go back out, portal home, download, rinse, lather, repeat. I mean, lather, rinse, repeat. Man, I still don't quite have that right. So anyway, that's just like... There's these little pits in these infested mines, and I didn't talk about this the moment I walked in the front door, but notice this drop down. So if you're playing like normal mode where everything's going to aggro on you, these are death traps. And it is very difficult to get your backpack back at that point because, well, it's full of bugs that killed you the first time. So keep that in mind. You might want to put it on passive while you're in here. It will make going through these a lot easier and a lot less stressful and a lot less frustrating. So anyway, I'll just do my right Twix thing today. Go righty tighty. Oh, there's the other bug. So the seekers I've been showing you, that's the carapace. This bigger one, the seeker soldier, that's another important one, guys, because it drops the mandibles. And that's another crafting item we're going to need here to unlock certain specs. They don't die as easy. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to arm up, suit up, and eat up. Whoops. Did I not eat that? I did not eat that. See, I'm going to go ahead and eat big here. Eat big or go home. And I should have done this before I left base, so I would already be topped off, you know, coming into this, but I forgot, because I'm me, and it's so much fun being me. So much fun being me. And why did it have to be bugs? Okay, I'm going to clear the battlefield out a little bit, because, again, this is a tough fight with the Seeker Soldier. He doesn't die in one hit like all the others, even when you smack him in the rear end here with a sneak strike. It still doesn't quite do it, so just be ready to, you know, keep swinging once you hit your initial strike. And I'm probably okay on health at this point. I'm real tempted to drink a potion, but I don't want to waste it. See, look at that. That was a sneak strike hit. And look at the damage he pushes, like it's ouch. A whole bunch of ouch. He might even kill me here. Oh, I hope not. Again, tough fight, guys. These things are not to be underestimated. I tried to roll, it did not work out. Once you're already in the middle of an attack, a swing, it's too late. If you try to dodge at that point, you just can't. So anyway, there's the mandible. And I think that opens up like... I couldn't read the thing there fast enough, but I know I was missing that from my helmet in my other save file. So I was too chicken to try to take on a mandible. Or a Seeker Soldier that drops the mandible. The ticks, guys, kill the ticks. For one, they're disgusting and they need to die. But for two, they drop an important resource. It's that blood. Whatever, blood sac or something blood. But that's good, a good cooking ingredient to get us a good hearty meal. Thanks, Sonny. Hey, Link Mario, welcome, welcome. Looked like you had a good stream yesterday. Alright, guys. Just kind of going around these flat walls here. They are sometimes hiding compartments. Now, that one's obvious. You know it's glowing, so of course you're going to walk over and investigate that. But some of these are not obvious. like these. Sometimes that'll say like open gate, you know, something along those lines. So anyway, I've walked around the room I think twice now. I'm already lost on which way I came from. Yep, okay. So now we're doing left from the main entrance, that's right. Continuing on with my right turn Clyde. And I'm not going to walk around this entire dungeon and kill every insect, even though, you know, my normal gameplay I would do that, absolutely. Look at this, guys. The sausages are in just about every chest here. So is the gold. I don't know why there's wooden weapons, but they're here. There's usually also a potion for poison resistance. I didn't see those in that chest, but they're usually pretty abundant also. In fact, I usually wind up with more of those potions than I know what to do with, and I got stacks and stacks of them stored back at the base. Where are you going so fast? Bro! I've never seen one move that fast before. Maybe he knew he was marked for death. Oh, did I not kill him? Oh, I did not kill him. So there's your royal jelly, guys. Now, I've already got a grip of that from a prior raid I did. So I'm not going to take stacks and stacks of that out. But again, getting back to crafting and cooking ingredients, that is something you definitely want to haul out of here. Now notice the little secret compartment here. I can't get that from here. We have to like go down and then back up a stairwell. I'll show you guys how that works. So just pay attention in these dungeons, because sometimes they'll show you windows. So they give you a clue to a secret area. And then it's up to you to figure out how to get in there. Man, those ticks are not one-hitting. I thought they did. Possibly because I'm not hitting them from behind. Although I'm beefed up enough, I should be just one-hitting them anyway. Alright. I hate bugs. Hey, it's all about having fun there, Link Mario. So those things are going to happen. They've happened to me plenty. It's just part of the growing pains, as I used to call them. And normally I wouldn't even know about it until somebody told me. I was like, oh, thanks for letting me know. So yeah, again, it's just going to happen. It's not the first, and it probably won't be the last kind of thing. So just hang in there with it. You know, you just have to go with it, and every stream is a learning experience. Heck, I'm still learning, and I've been doing this for a hot minute, so yeah. It's all part of the fun. But, alright, so here's that secret compartment. We're back around to this now. More chests. More sausage. More gold. And guys, grab the gold, because this is something that I actually meant to do. Very first thing in today's stream was go get eggs. I cannot believe I forgot to go get the eggs. Speaking of the poison resistance, there it is! So, yeah, plenty of that usually throughout these dungeons. And guys, if you're playing regular aggro mode, you're going to want to have that running in here, because just about everything in here is going to poison you. So, I probably should have mentioned that first thing in the dungeon raid. Alright guys, I'm getting real full real quick here. I'm going to prioritize the carapace over the meat. For the super suit. Above all else. But yeah, I might pop back over to base real quick, do a little download. Have a little download sesh. And maybe we'll go buy those eggs real quick, because I pre-crafted a chicken coop. See, I was ready. I prepared today. I was a real, live Boy Scout today. I came prepared. And then I brain farted and I forgot to do everything. So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's ski-daddle. Portal that away, I believe. Look at all that health I'm running. Talk about confidence. Looking at that health bar, I know I can take a hit and stay in the fight. So I just love these meals, guys. It was definitely worth it. I know it was a little bit of a grind, unlocking all those specs, but definitely worth it. So yeah, those eggs, guys, the reason I even mentioned that was grab the gold, because the eggs cost 1,500 bones. Now you might get lucky and find an obscure egg in the plains biome somewhere. But in my experience, I never did find one. But every source I've read up on says, yeah, you can find them. But I've tried the towers in the plains, I've tried the bad boy nests in the plains. Just about everywhere I could find a treasure chest, I checked it. And I never did find the egg. So, apparently they're pretty rare. I would not rely on that. So getting back to the gold thing, guys, you're going to need the gold. Having a moment here trying to remember where I got things stored. Wow. That filled up. See, I'm going to go through this. I know I'm going to need it. I probably don't need that much giant stuff. I'll scrap that. I went out troll hunting. That's why I wound up with so much pelt. Okay. Mandibles. Yeah, it's got to go somewhere too. That's as good a place as any, I suppose. I think. Yeah, if I had a nickel for every time I thought that before I had a stream and it wasn't right, I'd be a rich man. Wow, guys. I guess it's been a few days since I've been on the game here, and now I'm kind of like, I don't know where things are anymore. The jelly, I think, goes out here. Well, it does now. I thought I grabbed a whole bunch of that once upon a time. Maybe not. Okay, and I brought the wisps with me because you can actually craft little lanterns and put them down as you travel, and I'll show you guys that as we go when we get back into the Mistlands here. But, so let's see, I need about 3,000 gold to buy 2 eggs, because you need 2, because we're going to breed them. Man, I don't know where I'm putting things right now. I should probably just start, like, randomly downloading. And sort this out later, so I'm not sitting here with a confused look on my face. And in case you're wondering what that looks like, that's pretty much what it looks like when I'm trying to figure out where things go. Yeah, we need the wood and the wisps, so I'm going to hold on to those. And that's for easier climbing. Again, I'll show that later. And I probably don't need my axe as much as I need my pickaxe, but if I run out of the wood, I will need the axe. So unfortunately, you know, that just eats up the inventory there a little bit. But there's really nothing you can do about it. Okay, so they don't give you even stacks here, which drives me bonkers. So to get like 3,000, you need like 1 gold. And it's annoying. So hopefully... Whoops. This will take a lot less time to arrow over to now that I've split it a few times. It's like splitting the atom with the gold. Wait, I need 3. You know what we're gonna do? Because I'm tired of counting and it's too early in the morning for that kind of thing. We're just gonna bring a lot extra. This way I don't get over there and realize I didn't count right or something is amiss. Because that's never happened before. I'm pretty sure that's number 3. I better check my map. I'm glad I did. That was number 4. I think number 3 is the other vendor, but we need the Black Forest vendor specifically to get those eggs. And guys, it's worth it. You know, getting back to unlocking better specs for meals and stuff. That little bit of a confidence booster when you see a nice, healthy health bar. That's kind of where the eggs come in, because not only do we have eggs that can go into recipes, but we've got the chickens that will come from the eggs. So in case you're wondering what comes first, the chicken or the egg, in Valheim, it's the egg. So we're going to buy 1 of those, and here come the specs, guys. And baked sweetbread, the mushroom omelet there. Already getting good stuff. Okay, I'm going to check my inventory, make sure I actually have 2 eggs. And you're going to want to split these guys because you cannot toss them down in a stack. They have to be separate, so... Anywho, yep. What was his name again? Haldor. The chicken or the egg? Yeah, in Valheim, the egg comes first. Alright. So anyway, I'll show you my chicken coop. Now guys, you don't need a ton of space for these. But I like a little bit more wiggle room because they start getting on top of each other and it's hard to like pick up the eggs when they start laying eggs. So I did a little 2x3 here. Again, just for a little bit of wiggle room so you can pick up the eggs and stuff when they start laying them. But the main thing about this is you have to make sure they're walled in completely and they have a roof over their head. So make sure you walk around and you look for shelter. They have to have shelter or they will not mate and they will not lay eggs. So notice all this says shelter, there's no dead zones there, I'm good to go. Not only that guys, you need fire. So you need to have a campfire or the hearth down. So again, you know, checking for icons, make sure that fire icon is lit up in the upper right of your screen there. If you have the shelter and the fire running, now that's probably because I'm changing zones in the fire, that's normal. I'm going from like comfort 10 to comfort 14, it's throwing the game off a little bit, but yes, this whole area is considered under fire. So yeah, fire, fire. So anyway, once you get yourself sorted out here, just go ahead and toss your eggs out, and again guys, you cannot throw them out in a stack, they have to go out individually. So I'm just going to throw them both out. Honestly, I don't know why I backed out of there, I meant to go to the other one. Now once those hatch, they're going to turn into chicks. Those do not mate, those do not lay eggs, but give it a couple more days, they will become full-grown chickens. They will mate, and they will make more chickens. So in order to make that happen, guys, you need to throw out food. Just like with the wolf taming that I showed you guys and the boar taming. If they're eating and they're happy, they're going to mate. If they're hungry, the mating process will stop. So you have to throw seeds out. Now you can pretty much use any seed in the game. I've tried this because I have like a gazillion of the things. That worked just fine. I tried turnip or carrot seeds, I can't remember which. But every seed I've thrown out there, even the cone, it worked. So just, you know, seeds are seeds, I guess, and just go ahead and toss them out in the pen here. So this way it's ready to rock and roll, and the chickens will have food when they need the food. Booyah, baby. Go ahead and drop a save. Hey Atlantis, welcome, welcome. Good to see you today. Hope I caught you today. I hope I was actually able to say hello before I missed you. Alright, moving right along. Think I'm all done, I'm all down. Oh, the gold. That's what I came over here for, and then I brain farted. So, yep, got a semi-clear inventory, about as clear as I can get it. And we're going back to 21 so I can finish clearing out that dungeon. All this talk about eggs and unlocking meals, like, I'm starting to get a little hungry, not gonna lie. They've got a bag of emergency chocolate sitting here. Not really chocolate, it's more like wafers that are covered in chocolate, but they're yummy, so it's enough to scratch that itch. Okay, there's a tower right in front of me, but I really want to do the dungeon first. I'm looking for another material that's in here. Sealbreaker something fragment, maybe? Sealbreaker fragment? That sounds right. And we need 9 of those all together to unlock the next boss fight, which is the Queen. And guys, I have not done that boss fight yet in my other playthrough. I've got all the seal breakers I need. I've got the 9. I've just been, you know, busy doing other projects and other stuff here. I haven't had time to go back to that play file and actually run my little experiments and stuff getting through all that. Excuse me. So I think I've already pretty much been through the upper levels. So now it's time to go downstairs and go show you guys that secret room. And this is where the fastest seeker in the entire game went. Oh wow, look at all the ticks. Did I get them? Not all of them. I guess he didn't know who smacked him. That was me, buddy. Hey, Fiji Paws. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. Hope you had an awesome birthday, by the way. It was funny. I did share that with my son. I took a screenshot of that chat. And he was like, no way. So that was pretty cool. But he said, thank you for the birthday wish and same back. So, yeah, good stuff. Okay, guys, there's one of those seal breakers. Awesome. I'm really glad I got to show that in this actual dungeon. So now I don't have to go do all the dungeons. I can just, like, show you where they're at and show you what you're looking for. So you do have to break those. But there it is, guys. And notice the stack only goes to 9. So just remember, you do have to fill up a stack in order to do the queen boss fight. And there's some more jelly. Since I realized I didn't get stacks of it like I thought, I'll go ahead and grab it so I can do my cooking later. And once I get all these specs unlocked, I'll probably take a few minutes at the end of the video and show you guys everything that we can do, can craft and can cook. Because it's important stuff moving forward. Absolutely. Not only that, this stuff will really help you in the plains. So if you're having trouble in the plains before, once you get this next round of super suit stuff going, and the Black Forge down, which is really what this is all about right now, is that Black Forge, which I totally forgot to mention. That's another big deal here of why we're doing the Mistlands raid. Black Forge, guys, that's where we get our next super suit. Got it. I could not see a thing there, and apparently I got a seeker involved. Come on down! I wonder if he's still... Yep. I almost said, I wonder if he's still aggroed. And he was about to launch an attack, so... I answer my own questions. Let's see here. Awesome, Fiji. So glad to hear you had a good day. Alright, what do we got going on upstairs? I hear activity. I hear activity. I wonder what the activity is. I don't think they're playing games. I think they're just wandering and hanging out. Okay, good. Another Seeker Soldier. I do need to kill him. So, guys, here's the other side of that window now. That showed us there was a secret room over here. Booyah, baby. Now, it might not always be stairs. It might be, you know, a secret door, like the gate that I told you about earlier on. But, yeah, just keep at it, you know. Keep going around until you find the way in. Because it's definitely there, and there's definitely a way to access it. I'm about to get smacked here. Yep, there it goes. Ooh, I'm out of stam. He is angry! Yikes! See, I tried to do that dodge thing again. It did not work out. I need to work on my timing there. Good thing I had the health to back that up. Okay, and there was another case here. I guess he killed it for me. That was nice of him. He was a very considerate soldier. Oops. He would turn around on me right when I was getting ready to finish him off there. And wow, I'm really close to needing a healing potion. Okay, no secret entrance. And you can break the vines too, so that's kind of another little deal. Now, one thing I have not seen in this mine so far is the wooden wall. And it looks about like what you would expect inside a mine shaft that had like a blocked section with a wooden wall. So it's just like a bunch of timber. It almost looks like a door, like a solid door, but you'll see it. You'll be able to break that too with your hammer or just whatever. Axe, I'm sure, would work. Probably pretty much any weapon. Well, I'm getting a lot of those seal breakers in this dungeon. 4 of them already. I'm almost halfway there. Sweet. Alright, so I think I'm pretty much done with this dungeon. I've been everywhere else in it. There's really nowhere else to go, just a couple appendages there. So yeah, we are out of here. Guys, I definitely hope this helps. If you wouldn't mind taking that quick moment, just as a friendly reminder to like, share, subscribe, comment. I really do appreciate those things, and they absolutely do help me out. So thank you for helping me to help you. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and ski-daddle. I'll probably do a little download. Oh, Why does Bob keep getting stuck here? It's like he doesn't like the spiral stairwell. And I noticed that, like, on all the stairwells. So yeah, it's something about that spiral design. He doesn't like it. He gets hung up on that. And go ahead and get back home here, do a little download. Oh yeah, definitely need to do a little download. Actually, scratch that. I don't need the meat anymore. I've got plenty of weight room. 3 slots might be enough to do this little tower raid before we go back home. And wow, it's a rare treat, guys. We're in an area where the mist isn't completely blocking our view. Ouch. That hiccup moved a little. And I feel like my Adam's apple is now in my chest. Or maybe my chest is inside my Adam's apple. I couldn't tell which way that went. All I know is it moved. Okay. Anyway, yeah, tower raids, guys. They're all different. You'll have to check them all pretty thoroughly. Now, these guys are normally going to be greened out. So if you're playing in normal aggro mode, they're not going to just automatically attack. You have to do something first to anger the locals, and then they'll red out like that guy is now, and they will attack you. So I have my game set to passive specifically so they don't all swarm me, because they're tough to kill. A lot of them have ranged attacks, they run around fast, they get away from you. Yeah, it can turn into a nightmare pretty quickly there. So anyway, you can break the wards down. For certain materials. Not only that, you can break the building, guys. This is where your black marble comes from. Now, normally I bring like a battle axe in here to really just do a lot of build damage and get my mats a lot quicker. But I don't have that right now in the interest of, you know, inventory. So yeah, go ahead and break the wards, and then you can build in this area. And notice I got some of the mats for like portal crafting there. But I don't need that stuff right now. I want to keep the inventory clear for the other stuff. So anyway, just keep breaking builds here. You'll get wood for like the wooden structures. But more importantly, guys, you're going to get the black marble for breaking the marble structure. And I just realized it's probably kind of tough to see because this is all like dark black material. If I can put my light on, I will. Just so you can kind of see what's up here. And again, this is why I like to bring the battle axe in, because it just takes forever doing it with regular weapons. It does work, it's just time consuming. In fact, the crystal battle axe, it has a wide swing, so you're hitting a lot of builds at once, and it breaks them pretty quickly. So that's probably my choice harvesting tool for this stuff, but wow, I just wanted to break one. I don't think the regular axe will do it any better. The pickaxe might. Oh, this is ridiculous. Wow. Third time's a charm? Okay, something broke. So anyway, there's the black marble, guys. So yeah, just keep at it. Again, crystal battle axe is my go-to. You'll get your black marble that way. Now you can really tear down the whole building. So just go around the bottom and break all the builds that are touching ground, including the stairwell, and then the building should just crumble from there. It's a much quicker way to farm your black marble. It'll all fall down. Okay, so this is what I'm really here for, guys. Most towers have these. Not all of them, but most of them. That extractor, that's what we have to have. So those big, giant, glowing, pretty roots that we see all over the place, that's where we need... I wonder what's misting from up there. That's where we need those from. So anyway, the crates break those too. We're looking for the flesh, and that's an absolute... or soft tissue, whatever they call that. That's an absolutely huge resource, guys. That's going to unlock another important item. But we don't have that yet because I'm still missing something. Sap. Okay, so yeah. I was having a moment there, but sap is what we need. Sap combined with that soft tissue will make eitr, which is the magic. It's like magic pellets. And that should unlock the refiner and everything else we need, because I think I've got all the other materials for that by now. So yeah, that's going to add up really quickly, and it's going to really fill up your inventory. But again, guys, you're going to need this stuff in quantity. So, you know, get it while the getting is good here. Now, I've got my game set to triple time, so I'm getting 3 times the resource drops. And I recommend you do the same, guys, because this stuff will go fast when you start crafting eitr. And the fine wood, I really want to take that home, but all this other stuff has to take priority, so fine wood's got to go. But you do get a lot of fine wood in the Mistlands. It's just like a little fringe benefit, assuming you've got the space for it. Alright, Bob, let's see what's on the top floor here. Not sure how that made it on the roof, but there it is. Oh, it was a bad guy. Okay, so I already know you're not going to be able to see this. And in case you're interested in crafting these lanterns, you can actually farm these and take them home with you. Now, I don't have any space in my inventory for it, but, well, I do now. So yeah, I guess I can show that real quick. That might even unlock the spec. Now, the bad thing about these is they don't stack. So, like, one takes up 1 inventory spot. But this replaces your sconces, so you don't have to keep refueling these. You can just craft it, you can put it down in your base. It stays there forever. It is awesome. I do take the time to kill these guys because they drop mats. So sneak strike them if at all possible. If you have them on a passive, that should be doable. Because once you turn them red, all you have to do is break their builds or open their crates to make that happen. But, wow, I think I'm weighted again, or full. So I think those are just coins. They drop black marble, they drop coins, they can drop other random stuff. I think I've gotten a spring out of one of these guys, which I don't have the springs unlocked yet. I've got a grip of bread back at home. I want to keep a spot clear in case they drop something other than gold and black marble. Okay, that's going to be a problem right there. Good thing is you can kind of push them around a little bit. Sometimes they'll get going, sometimes they won't. Sometimes you can just keep pushing them. Oh, he's going to go all the way down, isn't he? Not only that, I like the music. It's the stuff of mischievousness. And it's just the perfect music for this biome. Yeah, all the way around, guys, I gotta say, this is definitely my favorite biome in the game. That music makes me feel like I'm up to no good. I'm causing trouble. That's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, I didn't see any other drops there. I don't have my spring unlocked, so we can't craft a lot of the stuff I keep talking about until those springs unlock. And I might have to Google, because I can't remember this stuff off just pure memory, what item or artifact I'm missing to make that happen. Wow, I played golf with him. Yeah, Sonny, you're not kidding. Like, all the musics. I'll never forget opening the game for the first time. I was in the meadows, of course, and I was like, "Ah, cool music. You know, I can get into this a little bit." And then every time I got near a structure, like it got all like doom and gloom. I was like, "That's cool." And then, of course, all the different biomes have their own unique little jingles, and I was like, "Yeah, definitely." I like details like that in video games, and they did not disappoint on that front. Alright, so I'm definitely here to do a little downloading. That's right, I'm like really full on everything. This is just gonna be my like randomstuff.com chest for right now. And we'll sort that out later. Ooh, I do need that though. So I do want to show the sap extractor since we're all on the subject. Is it nighttime? So I want those chickens to hurry up and hatch and hopefully grow, so I'm going to try to pass time as much as possible to make that happen. Hopefully during today's stream. But it takes about 2 days for them to hatch and then about another 2 days to grow. So yeah, we might be able to make that happen here in today's stream. And I'm going to go on inventory. Let's see where I'm at on the crafting thing. I think that's it. 5 black metal. Alright. That's really going to zap it out of my wood there, and that's okay. I've got an axe for a reason. See? Boy Scout. I came prepared. I spent like 3 hours one night just making metal. I was like, yeah, I'm never running out of metal again. Make sure I've got that squared away. And so I do. Okay, so you can actually craft multiples, and I might even put 2 down. Because you're going to be going through the sap, guys. Like, no freaking joke, you're going to be going through the sap. So I already know I'm going to be short on wood. I think we only needed 1 per. Yeah. So 5 more metal and a little bit more wood. And we will be golden. So yeah, you know, feel free to put down these in quantity. I usually farm about 4 or 5 roots. If I can find a nice little area where there's just a lot of roots, I'll put down a base there with a portal. I'll tap them all out with those extractors, and I'll be able to go back occasionally and just get a whole bunch of sap. So, yeah, I definitely recommend y'all do the same. And it looks like I need to go farm the wood. So yeah, we'll be, oh, my buttons are all wrong right now. So we'll be doing that here too as we go. Drop another hard save, booyah. And I just realized my coffee cup is now empty. My coffee cup is very empty. Oh, another fun little thing about these is they've all got these spikes. So sometimes you'll see just dead rabbit stuff laying around. Rabbit meat or hare meat or whatever they call that. And of course the coats that they drop are the pelts. Speaking of wabbits, there's one right there. I don't see a whole bunch of spikes over here, so I guess they get to live. But yeah, it never hurts to just kind of walk around these structures looking for free rabbit droppings. Not those kind of droppings. Rabbit mats. There we go. Because nobody wants rabbit droppings. Alright, I guess I'm going to go this way. I think I've gotten everything I needed to get out of here that I can get out of here. I'm looking for roots. I was really hoping there would be one like right here. By this portal. There is not. Okay, so I want to go that way. Oh, and once you break the ward at these builds, you can put your own spike things down and get your own rabbits. So, you know, if you see just a ton of rabbits hopping around but no spiky things, just go ahead and break the ward, put your portal down, and put your spiky things down, and you'll most likely come back to rabbits every time. And rabbit materials. Yeah, that coffee cup is really dry, and it's starting to bug me a little bit. Because I keep reaching for it, like, it hasn't sunken in yet that there's no coffee in there anymore. And then I reach for it, and then I get disappointed again all over. Hey, Link Mario, good to see you again. I'm assuming you stepped away there for a minute. Alright, let's see here. I think I'm good on weight again, so I can actually put my mist light on. We're going to need that, apparently. Oh, that sound, guys. That is the stuff of horrors. The first time I heard that in here, I literally just froze dead in my tracks. I didn't see it. I just heard that horrific sound. I was like, oh, I'm going to die. I don't know what that is. And I just froze. I didn't move. I was like, if I don't move, they don't see me. But yeah, that's that thing. Now, they're tough to kill, and it'll probably kill me if I try. But hitting them from the underbelly, that's the sweet spot. That soft tissue down there, that does extra damage. Not only that, fire arrows, they're vulnerable to fire. So I'm going to show this against my better judgment. It'll probably kill me, but it's fun anyway. And they keep turning around, so it's tough to actually hit that sweet spot. But yeah, see the damage? It's not a ton of damage. So you just have to kind of stand here and just keep tagging him. But he has a ranged attack, and it's fire, and I don't think I have my fire protection with me. Or it's poison, I can't remember which now. No, it's fire, burning. So yeah, if I was doing this, you know, with intent, I would have drinking a fire potion before I came over here. But I didn't do that, so not only that, he throws the ticks out. So that's another problem, is the ticks are going to swamp you a little bit. So you'll have to fend for yourself on that. And I don't know how to get them off. I guess somersaulting, if they face you and they're attached, you can hit them. But if not, I think you have to do the somersault and that shakes them off. So anyway, I found a structure here, so I might actually be able to fight this thing and live. But I'm really not here for this. I just kind of got shiny rocked here, and here we all are. So yeah, get yourself a little bit of cover, and that should help you with these fist fights. I might even have to dip into the tower here at some point. Like now. But that's really the secret. Cover and... Where did he go? Did he run away? Man, I hope not. I was so close to killing him. Snicker Fritz. Yeah, I might have lost that one. Okay, well, that's how you do it anyway. Just, you know, again, golden rule on that one is cover, cover, cover. Oh, and fire protection, fire protection, fire protection. So anyway, this is a dead tower. I guess I forgot to mark it dead tower. There's nothing here. So this would just be for harvesting materials from. So I guess I'm just going to go back to my portal here and find a better tower to raid. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, there's a pier over here, and I know that one has crates. But the portal, yeah, it's kind of far away. Oh, I hear the sound of horrors again. That means it's close. Oh, there he is. Okay, so maybe I can make this happen. That thing's got to be close to death. Like... Ah, how did I miss? He was right there. I can barely kind of sort of see his silhouette. There you are. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch! Man, fire damage just isn't doing a lot here. I wonder if I shouldn't try the ice arrows? Uh-oh. Problems! Healing potions! Yikes! That fire damage, man. Ouch! It keeps ticking too, so like... It's the gift that keeps on giving there. And of course there's no... Come on, Bob. Out of the water, bro. There's no, cover here. Oops. Oh, that's right. Man, I hate that mechanic in this game. I say it every time. Disarming the weapon against my telling it to do so just because you got in the water. Not cool. Wow, I'm gonna die here. Like, I can't seem to find footing. And then the ticks keep coming. Yep, there I go. Why did I do it? I knew better. I was like, wait, I don't have cover here. But I was like, oh, he's almost dead. And then, yeah, he was not almost dead. I guess that's another golden rule of Valheim. Don't do combat near water because of that stupid mechanic. And let's go ahead and do that. That should help considerably in this fist fight. And good high level foods here. That should be enough. Go ahead and get ourselves recharged. While we're doing that, we can do a little dance. You go, Bob. It's your birthday. Or you can do like the Gorons do. You can take a little dip in the hot springs. Alright, enough fooling around. On your feet, soldier. Time to go get our backpack. Try to figure out how to get back over there. I guess I swam? Oh, I don't have my bow equipped right now. That's right, the ticks got out of control. Bummer. Man, I'm gonna have to... Well, hopefully they're not aggroed anymore. I think because I have it on passive, they kind of reset. So I should be able to go in there, get a second to get myself together for it. Okay, backpack is like... here somewhere. Here lies Bob. Alright, now, where is this thing? And I'm afraid the ticks will aggro once I get the boss mad, so let's go ahead and... come on. Let's go ahead and kill the swarm first. I think I still hear it. Ah, there you are. Okay, again, I have no cover here. But hopefully with that fire protection, I'll be better off to just stand here and do it. Get her done. One more, two more arrows maybe. That thing should be dead meat. Where are you going? I got it. Okay, now I didn't get the mats dropped this way. It's going to be a problem. Because this should unlock some specs here. Come on, Bob, get on up there. I didn't see any, so that must mean I'm still missing something that goes into that. I didn't get the trophy, but that's okay. I think you need the trophy to unlock the local fishing... whatever, bait. Mistlands bait. Or it could be a secret trophy. Honestly, I can't remember. Don't take my word for that. It might have nothing to do with that. There's my badge of honor. Yeah, let's go ahead and get back to the portal. I think there's really nothing else to do here other than get my backpack back, and I've done that. Oh no, Fiji, that doesn't sound awesome. You know, I especially hated hand injuries because it usually interfered with my game time. So that made it even worse. While you were sitting there doing nothing and recovering, you couldn't play games. Why am I having so much trouble getting through this area? Ooh, there's a 2-star hair. Not like that really matters, it just drops more mats. It's rabbits are rabbits, pretty much. I've just never seen one before. Kinda cool. There's my portal. Wow, this would be a great place for a whole bunch of spiky things. It's right by my portal, there's tons of rabbits. I might have to come back and make this little farming area at some point. Okay guys, let's go get the sap stuff taken care of. And for that I'll do another portal. Well, Fiji, I wish you a speedy recovery there. Sounds painful though, like my fingers are kind of hurting just thinking about it. Uh, 20, I think, is where I'll put my sap extractors. Oops. And I'm trying to figure out now if it's nighttime or close enough. Yes, it is. Guys, I will be right back. I really need more coffee here. This cup has been empty for way too long, and I've reached for it no less than 25 times. So I will be right back. Alright, guys. Alright, I'll go ahead and get back in here. Now that I got the coffee, all is right in the world. In a while, crocodile. Alright, let's go check on our chickens. We haven't looked at our chickens in a minute. Ah. One did not. I guess he's working on it. And he's blocking my cursor there. I can't see the egg. Okay, yeah, it says warm, so it's hatchable. Kind of funny, I threw them out at the same time, but maybe they had different hatch times attached to them. So yeah, guys, I'll go ahead and pop back over. We'll do those sap extractors. I'll show you the whole sap thing. And then if I'm still missing specs for the refiner, I'll get on Google there and see what's going on. I think I still need a spring, too. And, you know, that might be holding up a little bit of progress here. So this is one of my rabbit trap areas. I only usually have to spend 4 or 5 minutes just standing around and I start seeing rabbits die. So this is it, guys. This great big gigantic glowing root. You really can't miss them. You can actually see these from a distance, which is nice. So go ahead and get that sap extractor. Anywhere it green lights, you're good to go. It'll start making sap. And you'll do better if you only put one extractor on one root. You can double tap them, but it drains the root pretty quick. And then there's like a certain amount of time where it needs to like regenerate, I guess, and really start getting the sap flowing again. So in other words, if you have 2 extractors, you're going to get more bang for your buck if you split those up on different roots. And I thought there might be another root nearby. There is not. Let's see if we've got one yet. Not quite. Okay, I'm going to go down the ways a little ways. I know there's another root around here somewheres. Maybe it's up. Sometimes you have to look up. No. Ah, there's one. Oh, there's a bunch over here. That's right. I pre-put down these lanterns. So I said I'd show... Excuse me. I said I'd show these. That's what they do for you. They just really clear the mist out of the area because this was all covered before. Look at that, guys. I got a couple of roots right next to each other. More rabbits I can farm. Awesome stuff. Oh, that's right. I'm out of wood and I don't have the bench. I knew I brought an axe for a reason. I even talked about this, and then I forgot. So I'll get the stump too, so I can get regular wood. Hopefully I can get my workbench down without too much troubles. Link, if you asked a question there, it's not on the chat window. I do see where you're saying you don't get your notifications. I know, man, that's a problem. Like, dang. Oh wow, I'm full already? I guess I'm full already. But hey, at noon on Saturdays and Sundays, I'm very consistent with that. So, you know, the only time you're probably really going to miss me is when I jump on just, you know, random time, random day, random time type of party. But the Saturday, Sundays thing, I try to hold to that. If I'm not going to make one of those, for whatever the reason, I'll be sure and post a a message in my community to let y'all know I'm canceling for whatever the reason. So anyway, guys, that's it. That's the extractors. You do need a workbench to put those down. And you can come by here after, you know, 20 minutes or so, and those should be pretty full. I remember in my other playthrough, those things filled up pretty fast. Like, I normally didn't have to worry too much about the sap flow, as long as I had a few different extractors around. The only time it really jammed me up was when I only had one down, not knowing how much I'd need it. But by the time I got 3 down, I was able to go around pretty much get what I needed on demand. Well, I'm surprised I don't see any dead rabbits. Normally they're just filling these traps up by now. So that's what they look like, guys, when they're getting full there. Now I'm only going to get 3. That's not going to go very far. But notice we already got the specs coming. There's that bile bomb. I knew I was missing something. Okay, there's the refinery. Awesome, awesome. You saw we got some new foods. Booyah, baby. So I think pretty much the only thing I was missing up to this point was the sap. So now if I want to actually craft any of that out, obviously I'm going to need more sap. But, you know, instead of standing here watching the paint dry, I'll just go off and do other things, and we can come back and get more if need be. And since I got 2 down now, that'll come a bit quicker. Yeah, Sonny, so I went through that same thing with the notifications. I've talked about it before. It's really frustrating and annoying. There's like 3 different places you have to go to adjust notification settings. And I did all that, you know, everything was set. I had it set to all. Still weren't coming in. And sometimes they would come in, but late. So it's just really hit and miss, but I don't understand it, honestly. It's rather frustrating, though. So, Link Mario, I'm not sure what post you're talking about with vote. Again, that might have gotten filtered out there if you put it in the chat here. But I don't see anything to vote on. Unless you're talking about over on your website there with your chats, your posts. If that's the case, I'll have to go check that out. But, yeah, what am I doing right now? Crafting stuff, I guess. I didn't think I'd be able to do that. I really want to show these chickens, but I might not be able to. That might just take too long there. That other egg still has not hatched. That is bonkers. I wonder if it's wedged in there in a way it just cannot hatch. Because we need 2 to breed. See, the breeding process hasn't even started yet. Hopefully picking it up doesn't reset the timer. Oops. That's right, you gotta be facing the direction you want to toss it. Uh-oh, where did it go? Where did my egg go? Is that it? I threw it through the wall, apparently. That was kind of scary. There we go. That's nice in the middle. It's going to say too cold initially. It takes a second or 2 to kind of flip over. There it goes. All right. And from here, I guess that's pretty much it for like, well, I could go around and show you some other structures and types of things that you can get out of. Oh, that's right, the springs. I knew there was another item here. Let's see if I can get the springs going yet. No. See, what am I missing? I'm definitely missing a key. Let me look at this. Hopefully this will tell me the crafting recipe. So we need the refined eitr. Okay, that's what I'm missing. See, it's always something. I need to go build that refiner first. Now, guys, the refiner, it's going to do, like, continual damage to surrounding structures. So you kind of have to build this thing out and away from the base. Otherwise, it'll just keep pelting your builds and eventually break things. So let's see, I need 5 cores, 5 black metals, and hopefully I've got enough marble there. I know I got the cores. I know I got the black metals. And I'm overweight, because that's awesome. What am I... Oh. That'll help. Then I needed 20. And unfortunately, you got to build another workbench, so chances are pretty good. You know, you have to build this thing so far away, the workbench will not reach. I'm going to try anyway against, you know, my better judgment, because I already know better, but... I don't have anything super critical on this side of base, so if I start seeing, you know, roof peaches taking damage and whatnot, I will come back out here and move this. But, basically there's a funnel there in the front, and a funnel on the very top, which you can't really see right now. You have to kind of build a ladder to get up to that. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do that also. But I am just inside my workbench zone. I just need to find a green light spot here. Come on, baby. I probably should have brought the hoe out and, you know, leveled off a little spot, because this is going to be a oh. I saw flickers! Where are you at, Magic Pixel? Ah, there. Alright, so anyway, yeah, ladders. You're definitely going to have to build up to that, otherwise you won't be able to reach it to load it. And it'll break the ladders too, by the way. So it's just part of the deal. It's part of the fun. So I like to just build a little ledge up there to stand on. And it looks like the bird wants to say something. Let's see what words of wisdom he has to share. Oh yeah, that's right. He gives you a little clue. It's dangerous. See, I didn't pick up on that on my first playthrough. I was like, okay, it's dangerous, whatever. Maybe we're gonna have like grenades or something we can craft from this thing. No, that's not what he was talking about, not at all. He was talking about actual, no kidding, danger. And apparently I cannot build off that thing. Well... let's try another way. There's always another way. I might not have to build the wooden platform. That might actually get me up there to where I can reach it. Okay, so anyway, there is one funnel. Yes, I can absolutely load that. The other one's down here. So that's where the sap's going to start coming in. And I need the flesh, which I don't have on my person because I downloaded everything. And it's 1 for 1, so it's going to take, like, I only have 6 sap, so essentially I can only craft 6 refined eitr now. So I've got more of this than I really need, but yeah, I'll be going back for more sap at some point. That's why, guys, I say you're really going to go through this stuff. So get it while the getting is good. Anytime you see that flesh, or whatever, that soft tissue, yeah, take a moment and prioritize that in your inventory. For sure. So I'll go ahead and toss the 6 in. The sap. Go ahead and toss in all of what I've got there. But again, that'll only actually craft out 6. So I'm going to let that do its thing and hopefully pass some more time here and come back to 2 chickens in my chicken coop. Hiccups. And I just realized I've had my emergency chocolate sitting here, and I have not yet eaten any of my emergency chocolate. So yes, to answer your question there, Link Mario, I did vote on the video. I didn't vote on a post, so I'll have to go back and look at your community. I'll do that here in a bit, but did I pass time? I can't remember what I'm doing now. I got sidetracked with chat window there. Yes, I did. Okay, so let's check on our chickens. Come on, chickens. Man, that egg is like... I don't want to come out. Okay, so apparently I'm not going to be able to show the chickens. But anyway, long story short, what's going to happen is once you get 2 in there and they grow up, they will breed, they will start laying more and more eggs. Just let it go, guys. It'll make upward of 10, 12 eggs or so, you know, and it'll be fine. But once you got lots of eggs and lots of chickens going, then you can start cooking with the eggs, and you can actually slaughter the chickens with the butcher's knife, and that's craftable from your regular workbench. So then you can get chicken meat, and with chicken meat and chicken eggs, you'll have more crafting specs opening up for your cooking. So guys, getting back to the eater, now that we've got our time pass, those should be all crafted out. And check this out. See those little... Yeah, there it is, guys. The little bullets. The magical bullets shooting out every which way. So every once in a while, those are going to connect with your builds, and that's where I say those are going to start taking damage, if they haven't already. I don't see any damage points yet, but yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on this because it'll hit the fence, it'll hit the roof, it'll hit your crafting equipment, whatever you have in there. So this may or may not work out. And it looks like it just broke a random bush there. So anyway, now that I've got the refined eater, you see more crafting specs opening up here. All sorts of good stuff, guys. I mentioned the next super suit for crafting, the next weaponry, there's the mechanical spring. So yeah, weapons, armor, that new crafting station, that Galdor table, that's a whole another type of party right there. So first things first, I'm going to craft that out. And that does come with upgrades. So 10 black metal, 5 cores, and 20 wood. I probably don't have enough wood. I might as well grab more sap while I'm at it. A chocolate bar! Yeah, Fiji, now we're talking. You're speaking my language there. I've got wafers. It'll scratch the itch, but it's not the same. Oh, I am out of go-go juice. I have nothing for stam on me right now. So I've got my game set to triple time. That's why I'm getting so much sap out of these things. It just really cuts down on farming time. Ooh, strawberry dessert. I really like strawberry cheesecake. But my mom really likes strawberry angel food cake. So like, talk about opposite ends of the spectrum there. Like, one's spongy and aerated, and the other one is like super dense. It really doesn't get much more opposite than that. Alright, that should be plenty of wood. Why wood? And so it is. So what do you have in mind, Fiji, just out of curiosity? Like, what is at the forefront of your mind to make with these strawberries? Ah, got you, okay. So you go for the spongy too. Alright, what am I doing now? I'll probably craft more eitr out just because I know I'm going to need it. But I don't know to what extent. I know the springs start really getting involved. So I'll throw whatever else I can in there, and I still have some flesh sitting in there, so it'll be all good in the neighborhood. Okay, the egg that won't hatch, yeah, that's gonna be not a part of today's stream, sadly. Why one hatched and one didn't, I don't know. It might have had something to do with being wedged in the wall the way it was. So, you know, once I unwedge it, that might have started over. So there's the mechanical spring, guys. Iron and eitr go into that. And once I craft that, that'll open more specs. That should be enough to get us going here. Poor Bob. I know, buddy. It hurts. Well, he's not skipping legs day today. Oh, man. Alright, let's get this done, shall we? Mechanical spring. I'm going to do all 3 of those. Oh, it takes 3 iron for... Okay, I totally read that wrong. I need a lot more iron than that. But you saw some specs just opened up there with the springs. Booyah. Since I'm weighted anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and preemptively get some of these materials over here because I know we're going to need them. This way I'm not breaking Bob's legs going back and forth constantly. Oh, I was so close that time. Oh, that's right, I put that away, jeepers. Okay, so I'll just craft a couple of these. Actually, I'll do 1 for now. If I need more, I'll craft them later. And then this is the next big thing. So 10 black metal, 5 cores, 5 eaters. Well, that worked out perfect. I'm glad I didn't use those up now. 5 black cores. Wow, it's a good thing I had a grip of cores coming into all this. Wowzers. I'm going through it. And this is why I built a bigger crafting area, because I knew this would happen. I knew I'd be running out of space really quickly. Go ahead and turn that sucker around and around. Okay, now that's a new super suit, and that's for when you start using magic. The Staff of Ember, Staff of Frost, those are going to be your first magical items. The protection is kind of cool. Rune table, and that other one, that the candles. Yeah, that was part of all that, so I'm going to try to get Mr. Birdman to go away here. Show you guys what's what. Oh, nuts! I guess I got to move that roof over a little bit. That feels like it's going to take work. There we go. I needed to move it back 2 pixels, but hey, we got it running. Okay, so anyway, guys, this feather cape, absolutely huge. First thing I'm going to craft with my new eitr, my new refined eitr, is that feather cape. So what that does is we no longer have to rely on these potions. It'll do that and so much more. So I was using this just to save on stamina, you know, jumping around and stuff. And it was huge, don't get me wrong. That helped a lot getting through that area. But now with this cape, it pretty much does that exact same thing. It reduces the stamina. And look at that, guys. No more fall damage. And the fall speed, it's kind of like it turns itself into a glider. So again, just foot stomp that one. That's going to be the first thing you're going to want to do for pretty much all things future mountain climbing, because just not having fall damage anymore is awesome. And then, again, this is part of the new super suit. And you're going to have that when you start using magic, because it's just not reliable. It goes too fast. So you really can't use magic stuff a lot unless you're wearing the super suit. So yes, I will be crafting this out, and it's heavy, it's demanding. It's a lot of eitr, it's a lot of thread, the feathers go into that. Again, it's just quite demanding on material. So I just wanted to show this so that you guys knew what you were getting into with crafting that stuff. There's your staffs. It's all about the eitr, guys. So you're going to be going through that sap, and you're going to be going through the flesh, or whatever I can't remember what the name of that stuff is. The soft tissue. There. I don't know why that's so hard. But that is... I haven't played with this yet. I'm not going to lie. I do not know what this does yet. It says to raise the dead. So spawn multiple skeletons. Okay. So I guess that makes a little skeleton army. That sounds kind of cool. I just haven't done it yet, so I'll have to get to work on that and showcase that in a future stream. So that's pretty much that. Let me show you what the upgrade things are for this station. And I'm not going to do this all on today's stream, guys. We're already an hour and a half in. But, you know, to refine all that eitr, it's going to take a lot of time to do this. So I'm just showing it because this will unlock new specs in your Galdr table here. So you definitely want to get these two things down. Not only that, it'll upgrade the super suit. So yeah, definitely prioritize that as well. And that's what's going to be needed for all that fun stuff. Now that should have also unlocked the ballista, which I've been talking about. But I have not been able to do yet because I haven't had the stupid springs. So let me just run through here. I'm not sure where it... Oh, the vice. That's another thing, guys, for the Black Forge. The vice. Now, I've already got my Black Forge down, but I don't have the vice down yet. I need 2 springs, 5 copper, 10, yeah. That. Which means I don't have the springs, which means I don't have the eitr, which means I need to go over there and get more. But I just want to see what else that does for our table there. Our Black Forge. Okay, I need the copper, the iron. Okay, that's already at the table. I just need the 8 copper, really. Just to see if this unlocks any new specs. Wrong chest. Wow, I'm starting to have brain melt here. Like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Which means I probably don't have much gas left in the stream anyway, moving forward. And then it was 5 iron. But I know I need that for the other stuff. Okay, so that should be 2 springs. Yes. Alright, Bob. I know, it hurts, buddy. Gotta make it happen, though. And this has to be close to the forge, but not too close. Like, it's got a red... Wait a minute, this one goes right next to it. Sweet. That'll save on some... Actually, I might be able to wedge that back in here. Out of sight, out of mind, but still doing its job. Maybe not. Okay. Up! 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 That! Wait. Oh, I need stamina. You know what? I'll just regen real quick. Instead of going through the trouble to count. This feels less painful somehow. I'm not going to be able to find the spot again, watch. There it is. Alright, so let's see what that did for us. Oh yeah, we got new items now with the mandibles that we got earlier, guys. Yeah, all sorts of stuff going on in the Black Forge now. That has that lightning damage, and I don't know, I haven't used this yet. I haven't gotten that far in my game, but I hear this comes in handy moving forward. I don't know if that has to do with the queen fight, or if it has to do with like the flame biome. I don't really know. But that's definitely going to be something that to make a mental note of. Strawberries vanilla shortcake sounds delicious. I know, right, Link Mario? Talking about food is making me hungry too, and I still have this chocolate sitting here. I don't know what I'm waiting for. It's right there. Age of Imprisonment. That's still one I haven't tried yet. Honestly, it's hard for me to break away from the OG Hyrule Warriors. I have not liked the ones that have been made since then. I don't know why. I should, but I have not tried Age of Imprisonment yet, so I cannot judge that one just yet. Oh, thank you so much, Link Mario. Yeah, just so everyone knows, that donation, that global food banking network, they do a lot with the money. So $5 actually feeds an entire family for a day in far corner, reaches of the world here. So they definitely do a lot with the money. So thank you so much, Link Mario. Definitely appreciate you pitching in for that. Every little bit helps, and it does go a long way with that particular organization. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know why it would only show one, but again, definitely appreciate your help on that. And they keep very little of that. I did a lot of research when I picked a charity, and I keep none of that, by the way. That all goes 100% to the organization. So yeah, again, I did some research on that one to make sure the money would be well spent, and I felt pretty confident with that one. So anyway, guys, yeah, getting back to fun stuffs here in crafting. That Jotunbane, I've heard it's amazing. I've never actually crafted it out and used it, so I can't really judge that one yet. Same thing with that Skull Splitter. This is pretty much as far as I've gotten in my other play file. I have not done the Queen boss fight yet, so yeah, I really need to get to work before I get into more of this. That Spine Snap? Remember I talked about this many streams ago, and I said whenever a game gives you a lot of something, there's a reason. The bone fragments, guys. This is why I've been stocking up on the bone fragments. It's all going to start going into this bow, but it's worth it. It has that spearage damage coming in behind the pierce damage, and it's already a step up in the pierce damage from the other bow we've been using. So yeah, it's a good bow. Here's the next super suit I'll be crafting out, the carapace stuff. And that's going to be the rabbit hides, which I've been mentioning. It's going to be that eitr, the iron, and the carapace, of course. And they all have slightly different requirements. So there's the mandibles for the helmet. Same stuff otherwise. The greaves, again, slight variances there. And I think there's a breastplate. So it's going to be breastplate, greaves, helmet. And then the cape will be the feather cape, which is over at that other crafting station. So yeah, just all sorts of fun stuff, guys. It's a lot of crafting stuff coming up that I'll be doing offline, because I know it's kind of time-consuming, and for a live stream, it's just not something people want to watch. So I'll be doing this all offline, but when I come back online, this will be all ready to go. I'll be wearing it all. I'll have it all equipped. I'll have it all upgraded. So I'll definitely be putting some hours into this because it's worth it. Let's get back over to our Black Forge. I want to see what else we can do. I've talked about that before. I don't recommend it because it just takes way too long to reload. You cannot sprint while it's reloading. It's just It's no fun for anyone, really. That Demolisher? Haven't used it yet, but it looks pretty awesome. Look at that blunt damage, guys. Wowzers. The Mistwalker, crafted it, used it, loved it. It glows, so it casts a little bit of light around your bob. And I found the attack power with the Frost and the Slash were really good. So it's a good upgrade from what I've been using, which is that Frost Mirror. A little less Frost, but a lot more Slash. So I guess depending on what you're attacking, if something's vulnerable to Slash, use the Mistwalker. If something's vulnerable to Blunt, use the Frost Mirror, which is right here. And that's Bare Sword, guys. That upgrades. So, you know, keep that in mind, too. That Frost and that Slash damage will go up the more you upgrade that. So, anyway, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, the Ballista, see? I still have not found the Ballista. That might be a misc. That is a misc. So you need 3 springs, 10 black metal. I wonder if I should put that down real quick. Just so I can show it. If I've got enough mats, I will. Okay, so I was good on the springs. Awesome. I got the wood, so I really just need the black metal. Sweet. Alright, so obviously I'm not going to keep this here. Just keep in mind the enemies will consider this a combatant, so they do tend to attack these. So what I did in my other save file was I built little, like, stone structures up just high enough to where enemies had to, like, you know, try to hit it, but they couldn't hit it. They were hitting the stone builds instead. So keep that in mind when you're placing these. You're going to want them out a ways from the base just a little bit, so they have clear line of sight at enemies. You can put them behind your walls too, you know, as long as you build them up high enough to get over your fencing. But, I don't know, I just found that they worked better when they were hitting things from behind, out at a distance, away from the base a little bit. So you might want to do both, you know, put some in the base, put some outside the base. But I just realized it is now nighttime again, and I should be passing time for my chickens. And I still haven't even showed the new specs for, so yeah, Link Mario, to answer your question, this is on Switch 2. I have not played it on Switch 2, but that was one of the reasons I decided to make the walkthrough on the game here was it was open to the Switch users. So let's see here. That's right, I was going to check on my chickens. Dude, that egg, I don't know what the malfunction is there, guys. It should have hatched by now. It's got everything it needs. It's got shelter, it's got warm. I'm really not sure what the malfunction is here. I didn't have this problem in my other save file. So what I might have to do is, you know, offline, of course, I'll go back, I'll buy another egg. I'll toss it out and hopefully, you know, that'll unstick itself. But 1,500 for one egg is just, ouch. So anyway, back to ballistas, guys. Go ahead and plop that sucker down. Now notice you have to add the missiles, which I've already done. Where did I put the missiles? I know I put the missiles somewhere. Somewhere safe. There's the missiles. Okay, so you have to load it up with the missiles. Okay, now I only have 20, so I'm going to pop 20 in there. So it's full. Oh no, what's it firing for? I wonder why it randomly just shot a missile. I've never seen it do that before at my own builds. Maybe because I was spamming that button, it like activated it to fire. Okay, anyway, that was weird. So what you have to do here is you have to set the target. So, you know, if you want it going after a specific enemy type, which, you know, it's helpful because if you're getting base attacks by a specific enemy that's just wrecking builds, that's what you're going to want to set this to, but you need the trophy from that enemy. So, you know, I'll just grab a random... Ouch. Why is it targeting me? Maybe it was targeting me before. This thing did not kill me the first time I built one. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong here. Maybe because I don't have the enemy set yet. Where's my trophies? So just for demonstration purposes, I'll just get a Dvergr trophy. Of course, I can't just make a base fight happen right now willy-nilly. But just to show you how this thing actually works here, I'll do that. Hopefully this thing doesn't one-hit me while I'm trying to set the thing. Yikes! It's trying! Wait a minute, I might have to put that in my hotbar. Been a minute since I've done this. Okay, so it should give you a readout there. Ballista targets Dvergr, so now I should be okay to walk around and not get shot. Man, that thing drilled me! Wowzers! Here lies Bob. So I'm probably the only player in the history of ever to actually have a badge of honor marker at my actual base. It is so much fun being me. Yeah, absolutely, Link Mario, and thanks for the invite. It was cool checking out what you were doing there, and it was definitely cool to stop by and say hey to everybody, so... Yep, good stuff indeed. Alright, so I think I've pretty much covered the stuff besides the chickens, which is a real shame. Oh, getting back to ballistas. So what I did on my other save file was I just took, like, the 5 most things that were annoying me. The 5 things that I saw really trying to punch through my walls and stuff. And that's what I built ballistas, and that's what I had them targeting for. So I kind of had those specifically going after those 5 enemies. And then what I would do is I would run out to, you know, my outside area, and I would go out and just kill the other stuff. Because I knew the ballistas were already targeting those other 5 creatures. So all the other, you know, low-hanging fruit type stuff, that's what I would go out and just tackle with my own 2 hands. So anyway, as we're pushing the 2-hour mark here, I feel like I covered the Mistlands pretty well. I feel like we showed, you know, crafting specs, how to get everything knocked out, built, you know, spun up, getting going. The one thing that I didn't show yet was new foods, and before I actually cut stream, I want to make sure there's no more things on the crafting side, like upgrades especially, because the upgrades unlock new specs. So it looks like the forge is still same. It looks like the cauldron is still same. It looks like the workbench is still same. The black forge was the only thing I got a new upgrade for. I took care of that. Okay, that's amazing. New builds, of course, those are going to unlock when you get black marble, so feel free to craft that stuff out. I like the metal stuff. It keeps the enemies out better. I got to give it credit where credit is due. They really are a lot tankier. They can take a bigger beating. Oh, here's those lanterns I talked about. So if you do want to craft those, it takes a couple of copper there and a chain, but they're nice, guys. You just put those on posts just wherever you want, and again, you don't have to keep refueling these. They stay lit. So it's just a real nice aesthetic. They light things well, and you don't have to, you know, worry about the resin problem anymore with your sconces. So I think I went through all the crafting stuff that I can go through. I don't see anything new for, like, comfort. There's more coming for comfort, but it's not coming to me now what those would be. Yep, nothing new, okay. So I'll show you just real quick the new specs for food. I really wish I could show you the chicken. Wow, that thing still hasn't hatched. That is mind-boggling. I'm actually half tempted to just slaughter the chicken there so I can at least show the specs, because I can't do that until I pick up chicken meat. But I guess you'll just have to take my word for it. It opens up a new crafting spec, and I think it's for health. Okay, so over here in the food prep table, we should have the stuffed mushroom, which I showed that before. That's for the magic. Or the eater. The meat platter, I showed that before. The Mist Hair Supreme, showed that before. This is the new one, and that's because we got the eggs. So stuff we've already had, the cloudberries, the flour, the honey. You add the egg to that, it's a pretty decent meal there, guys. It splits it up, so it's kind of like the jerky. 45 health, 43 stam. Not bad. I personally don't use this one because there's one that does 55-55. So if I am going to do one that splits it up, I go that route. And I think that's over at the cauldron, so I'll show that real quick. Yeah, black soup. I think we've had that for a while now. Blood pudding, we've had that for a while now. Cooked egg, there's one of them. It's not great. I would not recommend using the cooked eggs for this. Now the cooked egg might go into another, you know, food item later on, I don't know, but I would not just consume the cooked eggs. Mushroom omelet. Okay, that's one new with the egg. So if you're going to do anything with eggs, that's one that I go to. 85 stam, guys. That's absolutely huge. You're going to go through the materials, though. It takes a lot of eggs and a lot of those Jotun puffs to get those things cranked out. But that 85 stam is nice to have. Let's see here. Anything else new? I showed that before. Again, that's for the eater. So that thing that does like 55-55, I'm trying to find that. I must be missing it. There's the 43-43. Okay, maybe I don't have the spec unlocked yet. And I might be missing an ingredient there. Yeah, I'm missing it. Okay, I'm not going to take up any more of your time here. I guess you'll just have to take my word for it. At some point, though, I'm going to figure that out, get it crafted. And when I do come back on live stream for my next round of Valheim here, all that stuff will be done. The armor, arm up, suit up, and eat up, guys. So the foods will be crafted. I'll be able to show you those. The weapons, armor, all that stuff will be upgraded, ready to rock and roll. So anyway, guys, I know that was a long segment there with crafting stuff, but it's important to showcase all that, especially for newer players, but I definitely hope you enjoyed it. I also definitely hope that helps you all out. If you wouldn't mind taking that quick moment to like, share, subscribe, comment, guys, I really do appreciate that stuff, and it does help me out. And until the next time, best of luck and happy hunting. Alright, Link Mario, yeah, Saturdays, Sundays, definitely always here at noon. I try to keep that a constant, because folks seem to tell me, you know, in the past that was a really good time. I don't think there's a lot of interest in the Valheim game here. I notice I don't have a lot of viewership during the lives on this one. And that's okay, you know, it's not a game for everyone. It's very demanding, very grindy, very crafting heavy. So, you know, no hurt feelings there. Just, I do appreciate those of you that do take the time to come here very much for that, because the view time does also help push these out to you know, hopefully reach more people. I try to build these as a tutorial, especially for new players. So, again, guys, I just really appreciate everybody's time and coming here, hanging out. It's always nice having the company. I have fun with it regardless, though. So, just again, thank you to everybody who takes the time. And also watches it on the back end once it posts as a video, and it says like streamed 3 days ago or whatever. Yeah, I definitely appreciate the watch time on that too, by the way. All that stuff goes into helping the videos reach more and more people. So anyway, guys, yeah, thank you so much, Link Mario. Hope to see you back. Tomorrow I probably won't do Valheim just because I won't be ready. It's going to take some time to get this stuff together. Probably some time. Like, I'm talking probably in the hours to days territory versus the minutes to hours territory. So I'm going to have to put some time in this to be ready, you know, for the Queen fight, for just whatever else we want to go do. And if you guys want to see something else, please let me know that in comments. Like, if I've been missing something, or you just want to see me go do more, you know, tower raids in the Mistlands and just find more settlements and stuff, I'm happy to do that kind of stuff. If you want me to do more planes or just fishing, just whatever it is, guys, I'm definitely happy to oblige. So feel free to make requests like that here in comments. So tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might get a little froggy and show you guys the new game, that Crimson Desert. Because it does look like it's going to be a fun game. I don't know it well, so it's going to be an exploratory video versus a no kidding tutorial type thing. But yeah, I'll figure something out. I'm definitely going to be on at noon tomorrow. I just don't know what noon tomorrow is going to look like. So roger that, Link Mario. So yeah, tomorrow the other option would be Skyrim, and that's another game. I know it's not for everybody, guys. You know, it's a little bit more mature. It's 17. I mean, I don't consider it a bad game. I mean, yeah, it's got the blood in there. It says blood and gore. And honestly, when I think about gore, I think about, you know, blood and guts just laying around everywhere. That kind of stuff. Body parts, you know. Skyrim is pretty tame. It doesn't have all that in a bag of chips. About the worst you're going to see is, like, skeletons, maybe with some, like, red paint on them to look like blood. I guess that's what they consider the gore. But it's really just the skeletons you see everywhere else. It just has the red on them. It's not coming to me what gore would possibly be in Skyrim. I don't do good with that kind of stuff, and I felt like Skyrim was pretty tame. So anyway, the other thing it says is like sexual encounters or sexual references or... No, I've never seen anything even remotely related to sexual anything in Skyrim. So honestly, I don't think they rated that one right. Unless there's an obscure quest out there somewhere that might have just showed a little too much skin. I don't know. But again, you know, I don't like that type of stuff in games, and I would have locked onto that had I come across it. So if it's in the game, I've never seen it. So it's a 17 game, but in my opinion, it's barely a 17 game. It's pretty tame. So anyway, guys, that's my own 2 cents on the game. You know, feel free to check that out if you're interested in it. But Skyrim is kind of like a Breath of the Wild on steroids. There's a lot to it. Open world, open explore, looting, crafting, upgrading, super suits, weapons. Like, it's all there, guys. It's Breath of the Wild and so much more. Like, I was really happy I played Skyrim next after playing Breath of the Wild, because I was not disappointed. So yeah, that's my own 2 cents on Skyrim. So yeah, I might do that tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just take a step back and put it out on a post asking people what they'd like to see tomorrow. Crimson Desert or Skyrim. And maybe I'll just leave it up to the viewers. But anyway, guys, I feel like I've talked your ears off long enough. It's definitely been an awesome stream. Thank you all so much again for hanging out. Love the chat. Love the live interaction. It's always a good time. Alright, guys, so yeah, with that, I will bid you all farewell. Definitely hope you have a good rest of your weekend, and we'll see you back tomorrow. Peace out, everybody. Yum, 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 yum.